What's up, everybody? This is Thomas's Dasher Stories. It is Sunday, and I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I am done for the day, and I've had a few ups and downs this week, and I'm looking forward to a big up to end my week because I'm going to go head to my bathroom. I'm going to fire one of. Can you see him? Nope, that's just the side of my bed. Gonna fire one of these bad boys up, turn the water on, get it all steamy in here while one of these is fired up, and I like to call those a steam joint. I'll move on to my food. I got some food there, some crackers, because it's Sunday, it's cheat day. I got a cake in the fridge, some ice cream and a pizza. It's cheat day, and I don't work out on Sundays. And then, in the midst of all that, I'm hoping that I can get to, I don't know if we can see it there, but get to my PlayStation 2 because my workouts correspond with when I play my PS4 games. I do a workout for each game. So I don't work out on Sundays, so I don't play PS4 because this is kind of like work and a chore. I have fun playing PS2 and getting baked. Usually, I actually haven't been able to do that lately because I've been so busy with doing deliveries. And usually, by the time I get home on a Sunday, by the time last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago, I was doing laundry. I think a few Sundays back, I had to run by my parents. A few Sundays ago, I just stayed out too long, and I was in a different town too. Today, I was able to stay all Sunday in town. Hence, why I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. So, anyways, first order of the day. I get an order, Jack in the Box. I go over there. In fact, those are my last two orders today. But I get an order for Jack in the Box. And this was really, really strange. But I got $20 out of it on top of the $10 I got paid in the app. So, I get an order. And I always, especially since if I'm dashing, and if I'm in home, if I'm in the town that I live in, and I'm at the house, I check where the order's going before I even leave my house because I already know where the restaurants are, so I don't need to have that GPS going. So anyways, I look, and the address is some address, actually wasn't too way out in the boonies, but it looks like it's way out in the boonies in with some road. But in the delivery instructions, it says, "Hi, we are at the so-and-so resort room, whatever." And I know what the resort is, and I knew that this address was not the address of the resort. So I drive over there, and they already got the order ready. And at that point, I realized I got to figure out what's. I even Googled the name. I even Googled the address, the resort on my phone on my regular maps. I went ahead and put that in, and seen that that none of this was matching up. The address that they given me, and the address that I had, or the address that they had given me, was not where they wanted it to be delivered. So as they handed the food to me at the Taco Bell, I go ahead and I call the customer up at that point. And when I call the customer up, I tell them, "Hey, I got your Jack in the Box order. I see that you guys say you're at at this resort." Sorry, I almost said the name of the resort. And then I told them the address that I have listed in the app is this. I go, "Oh, no, yeah, we're at the resort." I go, "Okay, the only problem is I can't deliver somewhere not on the app. I need to deliver to the location that's provided to me. I can't leave food at a location that it's not marked, y'all DoorDashers all know this. You can't leave the food one place unless support knows about it." I told them, "Hey, I'm going to try to do what I can to contact support. You guys also, if you could try to contact support and see if you guys could change the address." So basically, I'm on hold with support, and I'm sitting there in the driveway. I'm like, man, this is how I started out my morning yesterday, just at McDonald's, on the phone with support, because people don't know how to use this app for some reason. So I was a little in my feelings, a little flustered about it, you know, kind of like, what in the world is going on here? You know, why can't these people figure out how to use this app? You have to put in the address of where you're at. Anyways, it is what it is. And the real weird thing about it was like they're at this resort and the address given to me on the app was like maybe 5 minutes away from the Jack in the Box. And the resort was maybe 6 minutes away from the Jack in the Box. So, uh, I don't, and the guy even told me, he goes, it's not that like, so basically the guy, like the, God, sorry, I'm kind of getting stumbled up here. So like, the resort is at the southern end of town. I live on the very southern end of town, so it was like maybe 2 minutes away driving distance from my house. Jack in the Box is on the very northern end of town. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. We are on the resort, and where I live is on the very northern end of town, and the Jack in the Box is on the very southern end of town. Um, anyways, and the address that I had listed to deliver to was kind of like in the middle, but also in the middle of those two areas, but also out of town a little bit, like a little more west. So eventually the guy calls me up I'm on hold with support. He calls me and he goes, hey, can I just drive to where the location is? It's not too far from where I'm at. Can I just drive there and you'll give me and I can just give you the food there? Sure, if that's what you want. Yeah, if you're willing to do that, I'll just go ahead and drive to the location I have listed, and I'll see you there. So basically, I start driving to the location, and I think he said something about he was in a Tesla, and a white Tesla at that. So as I'm going down the road, and I'm like 2 minutes away from the destination, and so I start flashing my lights at him, and I realize I'm behind him, so I start flashing my brights at him. He realizes, we pull over, and we're near where the address is now, so I can just mark that I handed the order to the customer. But he was like, yeah, he goes, this isn't our house. That's why it was, I was like, oh, I'll just drive out here and meet you, and I told you which car I would be in. That's why he told me he was in a white Tesla, because it wasn't his house. He's like, that's not my house or my address, which would make sense, because if they're at the resort, then they'd be on vacation. They'd be on a vacation. They're at the resort in a room. They'd be on vacation. The place where I dropped off was 4 or 5 minutes away from the resort. So why would you be at a resort on vacation 4 or 5 minutes away from where you live anyways? That's really weird about the situation. So basically, I know I'm kind of rambling, but they ordered Jack in the Box. The address they had the address they had listed in the app, whether it was an app mess up or they put that address in there themselves, was a residence out a narrow private country road. That was the address that was listed to me in the app. But then in their delivery instructions, they said, we're at this resort. Please deliver to this resort. Anyways, I still got the delivery completed. The guy got his food. I got $10 from the app, and the guy slipped me a $20 bill. And I'm like, hey, man, thank you very much. You didn't need to do that. Like, once you paid enough in the $10 orders, like, that's more enough as it is. So I thanked him, like, thank you very much for that, and hope you have a great day. And, kind of made me feel a little bit like a jerk about being in my feelings about, like, oh, man, people not being able to use the app, because you know what? Whatever, maybe they're on vacation, they're new in town, whatever, they weren't able to figure out how to use the app correctly. It is what it is, because I got $20 out of it. Now, to wrap this video up, an update, I still did not receive a contract violation because dropping off an order at a wrong address or at a wrong apartment the other day. I actually, right after I dropped off, I took care of this Jack in the Box order with the crazy, me following the guy out to where the address was listed, et cetera, et cetera. After I dropped that off, sure enough, I was near that complex, so I pulled in, and the mistake was on me. I pulled in And I did realize, okay, in that bottom section, there was a 206. But there was also a 206 in that middle section. And I can bet you dollars to donuts there was a 206 on that third top section. So, yes, it was my mistake. I did leave it at the wrong apartment. I went and double checked that today and seen, okay, that was 100% on me. I left it at the wrong 206. But you know what? It was probably about maybe 2 minutes walking distance from the 206 I left it at to the 206 that it was supposed to be left at. So unless he really, really didn't want to walk and go find his food, then he didn't get his food. And I'm assuming he did, and they did do that because, for one, I haven't gotten a contract violation yet, and for two, I haven't had a change in my ratings yet. But ow! Why did I do that with my hurt finger? I went to like knock on wood, but I did it with my hurt finger. Knock on wood. Hopefully tomorrow morning I won't wake up and see that I got one on there. But anyways, we are now under the 300 the 300 mark. We have less than 300 deliveries to go before I hit 5,000. As of tonight, my lifetime's earning number says I am at 4711. 4711, thank heaven. So that's what we are at. So we are less than 300 deliveries away from hitting 5,000. Will I do it this week? Probably not. Will I do it next week? Maybe. Will I do it the week after next? Probably. But anyways, I really, really want to enjoy myself. I want to recharge my batteries because I got to hit it hard next week. I did all right. I'm going to do all right this week when it comes to how much I made. And like I said, I try to be really good with my money, and not put myself in positions to where, hey, if I don't make a whole, if it is what it is and I don't make a bunch, it's not going to kill me. Would I have liked to make more this week? Definitely. Am I going to stress about how much I made? No. It is what it is. But at the same time, I want to recharge my batteries and I want to enjoy the rest of my night and put myself in a position to make next week as good of a week as I can. So anyways, this has been Thomas's Dasher Stories. I am on the road to 5,000 deliveries, and I've had some wild experience, not wild, but I've had some strange experiences in the last couple of days, and I'm hoping that I have less of those experiences in the coming week, and I'll see you guys in my next video.